What's cracking, fam? It's your boy Unc No Punk. Unc No Punk with another show on just for you, fam. This little show's gonna be about something I saw on Instagram. Excuse me, fam. Got my allergy bothering me right now, fam. You know, and it was on Instagram about Germans. They didn't treat blacks bad. You know, like they were cool with us or something like that. They were saying, right, because of Jesse Owens. Jesse Owens was a black track star athlete there in the Olympics in 1936 Olympics in Berlin, who won the gold medals there. Right, as he won the gold medals there, even the Germans cheered him on, like yeah. He cheered. He said the biggest cheer he had in his life was from Germans. Adolf Hitler was now the president of Germany, and he also greeted Jesse Owens. You know, treat him good with a smile, right? The whole thing about it was the Americans didn't treat Jesse Owens. They treat Jesse Owens like garbage. When he came back home, there was no kind of recognition, no kind of invitation to the White House, or nothing like that. There, the president was Theodore Roosevelt, his little crippled ass, right? And so the discussion on Instagram was like, Germans never did nothing to black people, you know, like they were cool with us, cool. I said, in a way that's true what you're saying, in a way it's not true. Black people were harmed during the time of Hitler. What you mean? Do it too much. Are you gonna read any? You believe anything you read in the white man? The white man tells you some shit like that, there, right? I like you fucking little stupid Negro. I lived over 20 years in Germany, huh? The fuck you talking about, huh? If I'm telling you something, if someone talks to these people about that, they always gotta come back like women. Like women, they want to come back there instead of just fucking listening. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna read you something real goddamn quick. You dudes out there who saying that no harm has happened to black people there. No harm has happened to African Americans, unless it was inside a war. You know what I'm saying? That's that there. But we talk. This was before that there. The soldiers from the World War One, they were black French soldiers. You know what I'm saying? Who after the war, they won the war, and they decided we're gonna stay in Germany. So that's what they did. They started mixing with the German women, making children, called them mulatto kids, right? So what the government called, the German government, Nazis, whatever you want to call it there, they start calling these kids Rheinland bastards. You dumb fools out there keep saying shit, I'm going to spell out for you, okay? Rheinland, Rheinland, bastards. That's what they call Rheinland bastards, okay? Yes. And a lot of these kids out there, not a lot of them, it was between 400 and 800 little kids were sterilized. Fam. Read about it. And also, there's also pictures and documents of some of these little mulatto kids that they done picked up inside concentration camps next to Jewish people. I done seen the picture up there. One little boy look about 8, 9, 10 years old, something like that, sitting on the fence there next to some little Jewish boy. And they looking skinny, looking hungry. Huh? So don't come here and try to tell me about some goddamn what the Germans did not do. They may not did nothing to African Americans, but they did a lot of atrocities to Africans. Okay, now we're gonna move on to the African continent, where they colonized like Cameroon, Namibia. Yeah, Namibia. They colonized that goddamn place, and still right now until this day here, one time a year they have like celebrations where they call Stasi uniforms, the Stasi's SS. Yeah. The black stuff there, the black leather stuff there, shit that's forbidden in Germany. You know, all the Nazi stuff when they have the arm, this lightning bolts, all this crazy shit there, all that stuff is forbidden in Germany. If they do that in Germany, they'll go to prison. But these same Germans will go to Namibia every year during this time, 2024, 2025, and have their little celebration here, where they wear all their Nazi clothes. Because they can do it down there. It's like a little paradise for them. It's like a little resort down there. Huh? And look at all the atrocities they did out to the people down there. You know what I'm saying? They killed over 100,000 Namibians. They killed them. If you don't believe me, do your research before you open your goddamn mouth, Negroes. You know what I'm saying? They killed them. And still to this day there, you can just do this to the dust and you see bones. Huh? They didn't give no kind of funerals or tombstones. They didn't give a goddamn about these Namibian black people there. They rolled them over, killed them, took their land, every goddamn thing to them, right? This is proof for facts. I'm saying this happened to Africans. Yes, for us African Americans, I haven't seen no African Americans be harmed by these people there. But African born, we are different, fam. They are different. You might see videos up there. There's one video a couple years ago I made. Oh, this dude made, and I said something about it. He said, "Oh, Africans and he's an African born brother." He said Africans and African Americans are treated the same in Germany. I said, how can you say something like that, you stupid fool? Huh? Most Americans that come over there come there in the military, and they might decide to stay over there. But you dudes, y'all come over there as refugees and stuff like that. Nobody looking at you dudes there. So I had to correct them on that shit there. So don't try to come in the same boat as us. Because y'all was getting beat up until the goddamn 90s. In the 90s, 93, before they did unification, put the wall down. Before it was East German and West German, fam. Yes, and in East Germany, a lot of African refugees were coming out there, trying to want to stay in Germany. What was happening to these dudes there? They was getting beat down and killed. Even their little children was getting beat down. One story was a boy 8 years old, 2 15-year-olds beat him down and broke his jaw. I remember that. Why? Because I used to live there. Okay? I don't hear no goddamn mess from you dudes that talk about German history, and you don't know nothing about your own goddamn history. You probably know your goddamn fathers, but you want to sit there and promote some stuff there about blacks were never harmed. African Americans were not harmed, but African borns, after World War I soldiers who stayed there, their children, they called them Rheinland bastards. Look it up, goddammit. And between 400 and 800 of them were sterilized. Understand, fam? Yeah. They didn't want them to populate no more inside the with the German women there. Huh? But that plan did not work. Why? Because the strong African Americans like us came over there. You know what I'm saying? Like me was over there, you know what I'm saying? With their women. Yes, we were with their women. And we loved it. And they loved us too. You know what I'm saying? It was harmony and peace. It was no kind of hate I seen out there. I never been called no kind of bad words out there. You know what I'm saying? I worked out there. I was the only black. I was working at BMW. I was the only black dude there. And there was one other black dude there. He's from Miami. He's a mechanic. You know what I'm saying? He spoke good German. You know what I'm saying? He's a cool dude. It was cool there in Germany. You know what I'm saying? If you need some money if your check, because Germans get paid once a month. And for the Americans, that's going to hurt us. We're not used to that shit there. So after about a week and a half, 2 weeks, I'm like, God damn, my pocket's getting low. I go around to my supervisor, German dude, yo, man, it's braucht ein bisschen Geld. Kein Problem. Go to the cashier, and get me some money, fam. Understand what I'm trying to tell you, fam? Had nothing but good times there. I can't say it was all perfect. Ain't no place perfect. But I tell you like this here, it was more freedom in Germany than in America. You could walk around with a goddamn beer. I was in Germany for about 8 years, something like that, before I came back to America back in like a 90 and 92. I went back over there. And I went and got me a beer. I said, I'm home. Me go get me a 40 of the old school private stock. I grabbed a beer. It was supposed to walk out the door. He said, you can't do that. I said, what you talking about? He said, you got to have inside a brown bag. I didn't understand that. What you mean I got a brown bag? In Germany, you could walk around, drink beer all the goddamn one. So therefore, I'm going to end this little short about this. Dudes talking about Germans never did nothing to black people. Yes, they did to Africans. The Africans, they caught hell. Namibia, Cameroon, all these places out there where they colonized. But African Americans, nah, they ain't mess with us. Why? We was in a war with them. If you probably get caught inside a war and get captured, you might got dealt with some kind of crazy right there. But anyway, you got to look at the soldiers back in the World War II, how the American officers will let the German captive soldiers eat with them. We eat with them, and the blacks had to sit aside there. There was segregation, fam. They made them sit over there. But the captured German soldiers, they treated them better than goddamn American soldiers, fam. Wait, fam, that's my little short out there. Time to get me some wake and bake. And I'm out, fam. Peace.